like it's beef. Coach extraordinaire, yeah, Jason's on the mic. Seat four's wide open, who's rolling in tonight? It's the Racing Line, Tuesday's prime for sim top pace and weekend warriors time. Strap in tight, now hear that whine. Engines up, it's time for the Racing Line. It's the Racing Line, Tuesday's prime for sim top pace and weekend warriors time. Strap in tight, now hear that whine. Engines up, it's time for the Racing Line. It's the Racing Line, Tuesdays prime for sim talk pace and weekend warriors time. Strap in tight now.
Appreciate your time, Frank. This gentleman has done wonders for sim racing, the real world racers that come into sim racing or go back and forth. Frank's responsible to get some guys out on track. So without further ado, Mr. Frank Swartz, Grass Paddock Motorsports, tell us what you do.
What do we call this thing? The Racing Line. I'm all out of sync. We got more people to deal with this week than what I'm used to. So thanks to my co-host Jason for joining us. Adam's back this week. And as you can see, we got a fourth sitting here. Megan Oversheet is already joining us to help us do some reviews and stuff. So thank you, Megan.
Let's go, Megan.
And help
Good.
us. Good evening, Greg.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, we're just getting ready to review the spec racers, and since we had an announcer in the waiting room, we thought we'd go ahead and bring you in.
Well, thank you very much.
There he is.
Hey, we got him.
Hey, Jason, we got you this time.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
We won't talk about the other.
Our special guest for the evening, Mr. Dave Ogburn, and for Dave to introduce you to these two knuckleheads, you got.
Great to see you, Thor. Welcome to the fourth chair and the podcast this week.
No, thank you so much for having me. It feels surreal, like finally being able to talk to you guys. You know, I've been in this league for like 2-3 years, and finally face to face.
Yes, our first guest.
Jeff.
You're on the spot now, Jeff.
Oh,
So, welcome, Mr. Jeff Jacobson. Again, great to have you here. Thanks for taking some time out to join us. We get to some fun part. That's why you're here, Jerry. This is our guest segment after the reviews. So, thanks for sitting through with us. And
that was fun.
And
Thanks.
yeah, it's some good racing. So, well, first of all, we gotta say thank you to Trenton for taking time to come join us. He's one of the hardest working guys I know, and you can look there in the shop behind him and get an idea of what he does. So as everybody sees, we've got Darren Ganji, and if you didn't know already, he is Mr. Sim Motion, where you can get all your sim rigs and equipment and everything. He's also the sponsor of that league we were just talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Sean Ambrose, we go back forever, back to the very early beginning days of the Weekend Warriors when it was broadcasted on another broadcast, GSRC, I don't mind saying it. Very good to us. And Sean was one of the producers, announcers, always great to talk with.
So, Mr. Edgar Sancinelli, Weekend Warrior, Frito Sport Racing. I don't know what all you do, but great to have you join us tonight, Edgar.
Yes.
I'm not saying shit. Oh, yeah, I literally. Whatever,
Yep,
I give up.
there you go.
I know you've had a mute for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
just for the views when Adam and you were there. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
jeez.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everybody, welcome to episode 45, The Racing Line. We're back this week. Good to see everybody. We had to skip last week. Uncle Sam decided he needed Adam a little more than we did. So
Yeah, he still does.
I
but
can't
I'm
argue
here.
with Uncle Sam. Yeah, good to see you, bud.
Yeah, thanks. I'm glad to be back here, and yeah, glad to have another Air Force guy with us. You are definitely outnumbered now, Jason. You've
Horribly
been outnumbered before,
yep.
but you are way
Yeah.
outnumbered now, brother.
Yeah, the odds are not looking good for me here. So I'll have to concede defeat on that one.
Yeah, that's one of the few that you can see defeat to, though.
Mhm.
Yeah, we've had lots going on. A lot of good news coming down the pike, so we'll get to some of that a little bit later. Great to have Mr. Dirk Braun join us tonight. One of our more recent Weekend Warriors, I guess. Is this the first season or second, Dirk?
This first season.
First season, and you're already kicking butt on top of the charts in Spec 2 and a member of our slow motion racing team. So,
Yep.
Really jumped in the deep end, but great to have you on board and see all that you're accomplishing there.
Thanks. Great to be here.
Yeah, looking forward to this. All right. So if you've seen some of our stuff, you know that we always kick it off with some highlights from this past weekend. And I think JG did us good again and got them lined up for us.
Yeah,
Yes,
he
sir.
actually made videos for a reason this time. So
Yeah,
here we go. Sorry about last week, by the way, Jason. But anyways,
No worries.
on to the videos.
Yep. From Levies at Magnicor.
17 turns around this very technical racetrack. It's hosted Formula 1
And
and hosts a Formula V
making
here
a
today
prudent
for
start,
round number 9,
I
the
guess.
Formula V
I don't know.
Weekend Warriors.
Single file
off
to the
final
last
chicane,
chicane.
the only way to go around there, but we're going to get them
For the
backed up
start.
and get the green flag out in the air.
That
As the
chicane's
drivers
like
are
right
on
before
their
the front
way,
straight, isn't
heading
it?
down the start-finish
Yep.
stretch off into
Yep.
turn number 1.
Right before
They're going to
the
go.
finish line
This
as well.
quick start to
Yeah.
the lap going to be good for these racers to try and stay close and maybe go side by side, but they gotta walk around on eggshells. Heading off through here, that's Russ Tucker and Jim Brewster battling hard. Brewster getting off to a good start, but now slipping back in tow behind Jim Brewster. That's Moas jumping into the race lead. Some squabbling going on right behind. That's Josh Justice trying to look for it around the outside of Jim Brewster. That turn, the Adelaide hairpin, turn number 5, the only turn around this track where you're going to see these Formula V cars go into second gear. Now, for anyone who hasn't driven the Formula V before, I will let you know, as someone who's absolutely awful in these cars,
Side by
contact
side,
being
yeah.
made into the chicane. That's Stasinski going off with Scott Russell. I think that was Russell whacking the curb too hard on that inside.
I guess that's a
White flag is in the air
little
for Ethan Orr and Phil
foreshadowing.
Samoa. So one more lap of racing action
For
for
preview
all
for
of these
later. But
competitors.
yeah,
Though
getting
Samoa's gonna
hitting that
benefit
curb
from the
when you're on
draft coming
the
at
right
turn
side of the
number
track
heading
will
onto
always
the back
push you into
straightaway
the
for
car on the
final
left.
time. He pulls out trying to get that move done, or
Yeah,
gonna
battle
hold
for the
on
win
that
here
inside
between
line,
Felix
but
and Ethan.
Samoa's with that run, with the speed, potentially got to clear him. But if we see or be less of the breakers down to turn number 5,
That's the
that
problem with
may
the
be a
V's.
swapperoo
Once
once
you pull out
again.
of the draft,
Samoa's,
it's
though,
almost
gonna
like
hit that
you
apex
kind of lose
through the
all of your
punch,
momentum.
but it's just long enough whereby if Ethan Orr can really master the run out of turn number 9, which is a tough corner to nail down in these Formula Vs, he may be able to make it work. Look at him nearly fighting down to the inside of Samoa.
Crossover.
I think that may have compromised Orr than it did Samoa as he gets tripped up a little bit through there, having to slam on the brakes, drop the anchors. Let's see what sort
One
of
more
run he has as
opportunity.
they head their way up the hill into 12 and 13 for the final time
Oh, we got
in
Marco in
this
the
race.
chat.
Swapperoo goes on with Justice and Brewster behind
Hey.
that. Justice jumping his way up to P5, but I'm still focused on this battle up in the front as Samoa's looking to try and defend on the inside.
Oh, we're on the
line from
outside. That's
14,
bold
or
at that
looking
corner.
outside. Let's see if that'll work. Keeping that
Crossover?
momentum rolling,
Nope.
though.
Yeah,
Still
you
blocked.
Look for a dive
Should have
down
the
to
exit.
final real
Felix
corner
has the
around
inside,
track
though.
before that last chicane. Turn 15. He looks for it on the outside. Samoa is blocking the inside. Side
That's a
by
shorter
side as
distance
they
to the
head their way
corner.
down the hill into the braking zone for the
Not
last time in this
quite
race.
clear.
Samoa's an Orr. Keep it tight. Keep it clean. And Samoa's got to keep on to the race
Yeah.
lane as Orr runs wide
Yep.
as a dangerous approach through the
That's a good
chicane.
try from
That's gonna
Ethan.
be
Well
one of the
defended
5
from
this
Felix.
season for Felix Samoa. Well done, Felix.
Yeah, that was some great jockeying for position
And
there.
look
Right
in
at
the
the end as we
background
got
there.
Russell
Let's
Tucker
go,
to
Rose.
lead it across the line here for Parvinder Ladar. So
Second
that's what they're
overall
doing
podium in
here.
a row
Let's look
for
at
Mr.
them heading
Telfer.
their way
Yeah,
on the
it's
pit
amazing,
entry
man.
there through the grass,
think.
or gonna get sideways. There's that wall.
Here we go.
There's it up. Oh, boy.
Go.
There's gonna go. That's Tucker. He
Launch.
takes out the flag stand. Ladar just hit the wall as well.
Yeah, great racing. Obviously, with between Ethan and Felix, I wouldn't expect anything else between those two, though. unbelievable job, guys. Definitely left the pack for reasons, but yeah, great to see how good that all ended out. And man, you know what? I need to give a shout out to Russ here because I wasn't here last week and I got a DM from him. He asked if I had watched it, and I never responded to you, Russ, and I apologize for that. And no, I did not watch that, but you told me anyways how well you did last week. And I got to replay it again this week, so I want to give a massive shout out to Russ Telker there. P3, not only is he on the podium, just overall, the guy won in Spec 2. So unbelievable drive there by Russ. Parvinder takes fourth overall, but second in S2, and then Jim Brewster takes fifth, and Wayne Buttermore back there in 12th with Nick back there in 15th. I'm looking for Brian Hansen. There he is. Joshua Justice takes home P3 in S1, and Brian Hansen takes home P3 in S2.
Very nice.
But yeah, unbelievable. Great job, Russ. The guy, he's got the pace, obviously. Clearly, he showed it this weekend. And, you know, he reminds me a lot of Brad Cathcart, Jason. Kind of drives within himself, you know. Doesn't really, well, I say he doesn't make mistakes, but I'm going to go screw it up for you now, aren't I, Russ?
Yeah, and he's got some new equipment as well. So this seems to be the computer upgrades appears to be helping him out a lot. Because that's definitely why in the past why he's had a lot of issues. It's just computer issues. So hopefully that's all sorted and he continues on this excellent form, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's been kicking butt the last few weeks. So good to see him up there on the V's.
Yep. I'm going to tell you right now when we move on to this FF video. You guys, we don't have to go to break or anything, but you guys are going to see it. It's just going to be smaller because I definitely forgot to load some stuff in. But everybody that's watching the stream, it's all going to be full screen for you guys. So here we go into the FFs.
From the forwards, that's an amazing track.
Right to get this burning
To
hot
drive
race
in
up
anywhere.
round number 9. The green flag is out, and
Not
the
Panorama,
drivers are on their way. Sean
Bathurst.
Doyle getting off to a flyer. Look at Felix Samoa's getting off to a good start as well. Daniel Tusk getting chewed up and spat at as they head their way down into turn number 1. Hell corner can be hell for these racers. Let's see who's going to give it hell. Heading off through there, looking at some side-by-side racing right behind. That's Juan Garcia and Kevin Adrian, I believe, duking it out as here comes a squap. That right there.
Not as much draft in the Formula Forwards, but still enough to get alongside or 3 wide. Your ass.
Being pretty strong going down those straights.
Yeah, we'll be doing the Jacobson.
At the start of this race. I think Peter Maddox also caught a falling anvil and all that as well. Let's see as Graham Hunt. We follow.
And this corner is so difficult in any car.
And
almost stop and then go around them.
Peter Maddox caught up at the epicenter of all that. Juan Garcia went
Great
off.
avoidance.
Adrian got a piece of that drama as well.
I just wanted
after we reviewed that,
take a look at that timing tower
there.
To
get through all that mess in the final corner.
Guys,
Mauricio Naselli, he's up 11 positions.
Why do you like Bathurst so much? I mean, there are 25 of you. Do you guys love pain? I'm pretty sure everybody loves
this
pain.
front pack that we've got going on.
I mean, I was really tempted just to hop in for this race.
Yeah, it was a good
running
one.
all
A lot of
season. I
fun.
love this track.
Right behind, but outside that,
had some good racing.
A moment there for Bob Cohen. He's gone off the track, heading off through the final turn. And
I don't know if it's Cohen or Cone.
Coming out that final corner.
Side by side up the hill.
Okay, we got some side-by-side racing here with
so close to the
Michael
wall for
McConnell,
Jason
Chen,
there.
but
Tufts was always really close.
Yeah, as we see Telker still in the.
We had several new guys too. Launch
hits the Falcon wall.
Launch.
Telker running right
Absolutely
behind
nothing to do.
Yeah,
he's gonna go. That is not a good view. In a
that was
Formula
Russ.
Ford. You don't need to be a rocket surgeon to know that.
That's true. Yeah.
Nice, Jason.
Nice 9 second or so gap over as we see Samoa's looking to the inside. That was a little close there.
Yeah, we had several new guys this week.
The chase, our Tough still getting really good runs out of turn 1. Yeah, just
this is
here we go.
Ian Monty
not as close
battling
as I thought.
into the chase.
Monty, fighting with
Loose and then elbows out.
Wilkie kind of got forced onto the curb there.
Yeah, not quite enough space for Wilkie there on the inside.
Not a place that you
and
want
yeah,
I think
not a lot.
that's
Look at that.
The 10
Don't know who that was. Trying to make it 3 wide in the last corner.
Rival of Daniel Tuss as we take a look in a moment.
Look out!
Stack up behind
Antonio
going to take advantage of that as somebody still out there on the racetrack slotted.
The
in
red
second
hell.
in the
Yes,
back
that's a
of
good
that
term for
that we
this
got right
track,
now. Is that
Antonio.
right there was Samoa's with
The
a
upside
huge
down hell.
sideways snap heading off through there. Will any of them be able to get out in front? They're all out and away in unison, but I think Samoa's may be able to jump in front of at least two of them. He hasn't been able
Here
to
we
jump
go.
in front of
There's
Tufts, though.
first and second.
Now we've got a battle
Yep.
at the front
In
of the
the-
field
in the
between the two
championship as well.
championship rivals
Yeah.
heading off into the
Exactly.
final few weeks of this season. Samoa's and Tufts gonna battle it out. Heading through the mound straightaway, Samoa's gonna blow past Tufts. Tufts now tucking back into the draft. He's gonna look
There's that
again for a
draft.
move down the inside to two, side by side for the championship
That side of that
rivals.
corner will
Through
always
into
lose.
the
There's
race
no
lead.
grip
Once
out
again
there.
goes Daniel Tufts.
Mike hasn't served that yet. He'll
Oh,
drop
look
out.
at that. I see
Racing
that
there in the virtual P6.
Guido found a way to
Samoa's
show
off
some
the-
black
off the
flags
wall.
now.
Stands
Yep.
right now.
And
The
slowdowns.
test of
All
these drivers'
right.
patience, their tenacity,
Yep.
and
That's
their
kinda
skill
cool.
behind the wheel of these Tufts to handle
Looks-
Formula
we'll save the
4s.
slowdowns
We
for the
have got
SR
ourselves a
upgrade.
grandstand
Yeah,
finish to
okay.
look forward to here. Daniel Tufts leading Samoa's over Chris
These two
Cash.
just-
Cash, who made a series debut
Oh,
a
no
couple
way.
of weeks
Yeah.
ago in Long Beach. He's there to pounce.
Hanging off
as
the wall
well as
and-
Samoa
Watch
is
Felix's
catching
wheel
up to
here.
Tufts
Oh
as
my
he-
God.
Whoa!
Oh my God.
What
He
a
almost got it
save.
again.
Samoa's having
What
a
a
saw at the
save.
wheel as he
Yeah.
gets his way down the hill. Chris
So
Cash
now he's
gonna
compromised
be
down the
there to
straightaway.
pounce as Samoa is
Chris
still trying to
Cash
get his
is right there,
bearings straight.
too.
Look at Cash pulling out to try and get this move done side by side.
Another
as he
pretty
goes
good guy.
up the hill. It comes to blows. That's
Yeah.
a huge crash from Cash and
Yeah,
Samoa.
Felix
That'll
apologized
give
in the
P2
chat
to
that he was
Buchanan.
trying to
They
side
come
draft
to
and
blows.
just
Tufts
was-
on track for
didn't
a
realize
victory
where he
now.
was, lost
Cash
his
on track for a
position.
DNF and
Yep.
Samoa's with a meatball flag
Oofa.
as well.
Lapped, and we're going to get a replay here as we
These
see
tires
Cash
stick
moving
out
to
of
the
these things
right-hand
like to
side.
the next zip
Samoa's
code.
giving him the
Yeah,
room,
they do.
and then starts
just moved
sliding
over way too
trying
much.
to open
Yeah.
Oh, just the wheel-to-wheel contact there.
Right at the top end of the track, let's see. That's Sean Doyle right in front with a lockup right in front of him. And
Sean and
let's
Antonio,
see as Reese adds his
last
way
lap.
down to turn number 17 and to 18 right now.
Uh-oh.
Force elbow,
Oh, no.
Doyle spun,
Oh.
and Reese knew where he could have done it.
Jeez.
Bang
And he was able to keep
into the
going.
side
Thank
of him.
God
He's
for
gonna go
netcode.
heartbreaker there
He
from
ghosted
Antonio
through
Reese
him.
right at the end of
Yeah.
this race. But Daniel Tufts, he was winless last season. He's now going to
Wolverino
enter the final 3
slides
rounds
through
of
the
the
shadows.
championship with not only 6 wins this season,
Wolveronio.
but a pretty darn good shot of winning the
Nicely
championship
done.
as well. There's a checkered flag
3
for
wins from
Daniel
Dan
Tufts. It's
Tufts.
4 in a row.
I think
Win
it Ron
number
said
6
it's
at
his sixth
Bathurst,
win
and he gets a job done
Yep.
over Edward
this
Buchanan
season.
in P2. Antonio Reese.
And then look
despite
at
his
that- look
score
at
dropping
Snuck on
like
the
a boogie
podium.
rod, going to
Yeah,
round out your
got
overall
lucky,
podium
Even
and
that-
but he
win
got
it in
there.
Masters yet again.
Yep.
That's a brilliant
Going through the
finish.
shadows, and he
Spec
still got
2.
there.
It's gonna give
Great
it to
job, Antonio.
Jason Shen at
And
the end of
Jason
it all
Chen
there
getting
over
Spec
Spec
2 win
1's
P7
McCollum.
overall.
Yep. He's been on a rampage in Spec 2.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. 25 drivers in a Formula Ford around Bathurst. What can go wrong?
Everything.
We saw it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was really good racing for the most part. I mean, God, these cars are already so oversteery off throttle, and then you got to go down a hill while you're off the throttle. Good God. Yeah, no thanks,
fun.
but congrats to everyone that did it.
And
Daniel-
great job. There was no track blockers or anything, so well done from
Exactly.
everybody.
Lucky.
Exactly. Daniel Tufts takes home P1 with Edward Buchanan coming home P2. Would have been a battle up there, but down. I think is it Conrad? Is that the name of that straight?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
down Conrad. That all went to nothing. But great job to Daniel, and massive shout out as well to Mr. Samoas for the apology there. Antonio comes home P3, finds a glitch in the matrix there, and comes home P3 coming down the mountain. But yeah, great job, Antonio. Maurizio coming home in P4, third overall.
Starting in last.
Antonio. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, starting from last. Why don't we should add that at Bathurst as well. So yeah, great job, Maurizio coming home P3 for Spec 1. P4 overall, Antonio P1 in the Masters. York P2. Antonio got him by a few positions there with Stevie. Holy crap, I see you down there. P3 in Masters. So great job.
Second week in a row.
Heck
Let's go.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nicely done.
The points last week, I had 1 point over Jeff Lubker, and guess what? He's right there.
Exactly. There you go. Jason Chin, Spec 2, P1. With Max Gamble and Josh Wilkie rounding out the top 3 in Spec 2. Notable mentions, Jason?
No, I think we covered them all.
Cool. All right, on to the SRFs, guys.
Try to tempt Marco into not going to bed yet.
As we're getting ready to start this race.
SRFs at Magna Core as well.
That's again up and rolling for the 9th round of the
see my
Spec Racer
amazing
Ford
start from
Weekend Warrior
second place
season
there.
as a green
yes.
flag that, and the drivers are on their way. Panero gets off to a flyer. Gonna try and
yeah,
lead
poor,
them
I guess
as
Dirk was
big of a
behind me
gap
too.
as he can down into
Felix
turn
and
number
Dirk
1
felt the
and
pain
2.
in my poor
This
start
quick
again.
Start to the lap can be fun to get some overtakes on, but can also probably be the
Yeah,
spawn of
this
some
track
new
is
clips on the
super
Slow Motion
technical in
Broadcast
the
YouTube channel.
SRFs.
Panero still leading.
But there is also still that huge draft effect as well.
Getting off to a all right start as well. Currently slotted in third. Jason Green dropping down a little bit early on in this race, as still some squabbling as we head our way out of
There's
turn number
Dirk
3
right behind,
into fourth
right behind
here in
me.
a couple of moments time before we head our way off into turn number
Field?
5, the Adelaide hairpin. I said right before we got this
20
broadcast up and
something?
rolling,
Yeah, that timing tower is going to come up here at the end of the first lap, I
big
think.
braking zone and a good spot to try and
And
get some moves done as well. Looks
everybody
like everybody has made it through mostly clean.
more or less made it through the hairpin. There were no crashes in the hairpin.
Damn good.
We waited until this
The
yes.
final sector.
Ah,
we
yes.
spoke too soon, as that's Leonard Geese going off the track.
Yeah, Leonard.
in the 527
Also,
car, honking up the
while
wrong
he
tree there.
almost
Take
killed
a
Scott
look at
Russell
this
there,
moment
he did
here,
not
Charles,
drive back on
as
the
he has his
racing
way
line
down
with the
the
gravel.
backstretch.
Let's go, Leonard. Thank you.
Stand by. I want everybody to listen to Ron's magnificence here. Ready? Here we
Yes.
go.
Leonard Geese going off the track in the 527 car, honking up the wrong tree there. You take a look at this moment here, Charles, as he makes his way down the backstretch.
Every time.
Anyways, moving on.
It usually doesn't end well.
Yeah, he's
Whoa!
clip there as he
Jeez, missed the
breaks
breaking
a
point there
little
just
too
a little
late,
bit.
Fuel
Yep.
calculation.
It's fine.
The, Esky in the pits, Dirk Braun in the pits as well. It's going to leave Jason Green out there all by himself for at least one lap.
Yes,
Oh, no!
Kane Lasky's picked up a black flag as Josh Wilkie has spun out of the final corner. As I head off through here. It feels like my bones have been
Yeah,
sitting
poor
in
Josh.
vinegar,
Yeah,
and
this
let's
last
see.
game is so
I think he bit
treacherous.
off a bit
Just
too much
way
of
too
that
much of that first
part
apex.
of that hit the curb. And again, a Spec Racer Ford and high curbs heading off through that final chicane here at
You can see
Magny
the
Core.
the
It's like trying to
yellow
make a
next to
smoothie
Felix
out
there.
of
That's
beef
the
bones,
slowdown
just
indicator.
pure beef and
For some reason.
a couple of handfuls of aluminum foil as Jason Green has come down pit lane from the race lead, and now we get a
think
good
Felix had
idea
like
as to
a
how
second and a
things are
half
gonna
over
shake
Marco
out here in
there.
this race. I'm sure Flavio Angelo gonna stay out another
But
lap.
yeah,
Yes,
unfortunately
he
got
has.
that
That's
slowdown.
usually how it rolls for him.
Yep.
That spin heading off through
Let's
the
go,
final
Flavio.
chicane. I was
We gotta
just
get
going
his
to raise
lap
this,
led,
talking
even if
about
it
the
means
ongoing situation with
having
these
near
races
enough
out there on the track, 'cause I think
Oh,
Running out of gas.
Flavio.
essentially out of gas. He's sputtering.
You got lucky, buddy.
May not be
Doesn't
one of them.
Yeah.
So
doesn't
here we
matter. He
go.
led his lap.
So
Yep.
there's Panero taking the
Nice
lead
logo
over
up there in the
Samoa's.
corner, Dirk.
That's going to draw
Thank you.
Jason. I'm
Yeah,
not
race for the
sure
win
maybe
here.
Jason's thinking he's got a number. He's got to hit on his
Or at least
fuel.
we're not on the last lap.
But this is gonna
I kept
help
having
as
to
these
double
cars
check
are still
to
side
see
by
if we were
side
on the
coming
last
through
lap
the
or
line.
not.
Whoa,
How
no!
Contact
hard
there
these
between
guys were
Samoa's
racing.
and Green. I'm sorry, Samoa's and Panero. These cars are battling hard. Green's actually in a really good spot. I think. the
Yeah,
last time
Jason,
we
you're
saw
like,
these guys
okay.
fighting this hard
Keep it up,
was
boys.
was at Donington Park, and they doubled.
I didn't want to get involved
disqualified.
too much when they were battling because
So,
this is
and
they
plus
are
last
P1 and
week as
P2 in
well.
the
So,
championship as
you
well.
know, they gave last week a
Whoa!
little bit. So I think Jason's in a pretty good spot.
Oh, Jackson!
My
Oh,
God.
Cowboy, that was
How-
a wild ride
how
from
you
Felix
made that
Samoas, and Panero got
Ay,
to fight
ay,
back as well.
ay.
The exit at turn number 14.
And
Jason
here comes
Green
Marco.
is loving this. It would love it even more if these two picked up a double DQ.
It was very
but they're
entertaining
still
to watch.
squabbling as they head
Yeah.
their way down to turn number 15. Panero going to jump out into the race lead. Don't think about it,
Ooh,
Felix. Okay,
thought about
good. Having to do roughly the same, but here we
Next
go.
lap.
Samoa's with the run, gonna take it down the backstretch into fourth. That's the kink right there. Practically inconsequential in these cars, but here's the real tough test. Turn number 5, the Adelaide hairpin.
And this
down the
hairpin
gears
is
and all
so
the brakes
difficult.
Are gonna go.
Oh,
Samoa's
yeah.
Oh, now he spins.
Yeah.
Felix got just. I
Oh.
saw the
Samoa's
back end start
Yet
coming around.
again, he spins from the race lead. So the white flag
So
going to
easily
be there.
to do.
One more lap of racing action
Yeah,
here at
Marco
Magny
picked
Core,
up some
and it's
front end
Jason
damage from that.
Green running right behind the wounded car of Marco Panero, the 16 and the 160, practically evenly matched on their lap times last time by, and fairly close together as they head their way through Estoril. Turn number 3 for the final time in this race. Marco Panero with that damaged front end, the wheels bugged out from that front clip of the car. Someone just wrecked through the final chicane. That's Wilkie coming down pit lane as well. Leonard Geese also with a slowdown as he heads his way off the start-finish straightaway. But Panero and Green, they're swapping up at the front. I was just going to say that
Did
Panero,
Wilkie run out of fuel too?
feel like he's dragging an anchor through asphalt down the flat-out blast, but he's still got to fight it down the inside to 5.
He just ended
Green
up
give him
going
the
into
space
the
on the
pits, I
inside to
think.
let him fight back. Now we
I
got
don't think
to
he ran
wonder,
out of
will
fuel or
Green have
anything.
another
He was
opportunity
just having a
throwing
bad
along
day.
side by side
Oh.
as they head their way
Maybe
down
got a
into
drive-through and
Nürburgring
parked it or
chicane, turn
something.
number 7 and 8. Green
Oh.
looking for it around the outside.
Oh,
They touch,
look
they
at that.
bang wheels through there, and
Did
Jason
that-
Green's
did that
still
give you a
there, but he's
slowdown?
picked up a slowdown.
Yep.
Panero forcing him off the track and forcing
Yeah,
Jason
it's
Green
fine.
into a slowdown.
That-
Oh, you can see,
see,
they
that
nearly
looks really
touched again,
bad,
front
but
end on that
it's-
race car.
I
Looking
was
to
not
get
trying to
another
hit
win
Marco
for
there.
himself thus far
That's
in
not
this
what that
season
was.
that has been dominated by
I just
him.
I
It
was slowing down
controversy
to
last
get rid of the
time out here
slowdown,
at
and I
Oran Park.
Yeah.
It's not going to be
underestimated
controversy. Instead, it's
how
going
much
to be
I
a
needed
win
to
for
brake for the
Marco
corner.
Panero as he heads his way through the chicane to
But,
grab the
Yeah,
checkered
it was a
flag
great
here
race.
at Mackey Park.
Great
He
defensive
wins
driving
over
from
Jason
Marco. I
Green
thought
in
for
P2.
sure I would
Felix
get him
Rose with a
because he had the
heartbreaking
that
front end
damage.
damage.
I would
Yeah.
not be happy
Yeah.
at all if I was Jason Green getting shown
So yeah,
the
those
door
2 laps in a row I was
through
trying to
that
get past
first
him, and
chicane getting forced
yeah,
into a slowdown
you know,
that
forgot
just
to
got
account
sealed
for
your
him
face,
being
blood
Marco
over
Panero.
knees.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a great race.
With,
That's
Dirk
the risk I
Braun winning
ran
in Spec
trying to
2.
go
That's
side
a
by side
battle
through there.
for Spec 2 right behind. That's Leonard Geese
Oh,
and
and
Drew
there's the
Simpkins.
slowdown for
Simpkins going to
used.
pick up a slowdown that he cannot
I feel
serve
that
coming out
pain.
of that chicane.
I got that in
That'll
from
get
the Fords
turned
last
into a
season.
black flag, so that'll be P9.
So yeah,
for
he gets
Leonard
that
Geese.
slowdown.
Simpkins
Yeah,
probably
Yeah,
going to
that's
shoot
essentially a
all the way
40-second
down.
penalty.
I'd probably say outside the top 20 at the end of this race.
Let's
as
go,
well.
Tom, getting the Masters win there.
Just very tight racing at the
Yeah,
front.
good
It's what we
Yeah,
come
here's
to
another
expect.
replay of
You can
that,
see the last
and
lap battle here,
yeah, it's.
working their way
I
through
knew
the
this was a
chicane.
risk.
Yeah.
And it was
It's
like,
so,
man.
especially in the
Four
SRF.
tires in.
May
Yeah.
have pushed him a
Yeah,
little
it's so
wide.
difficult not to
Might
make
have
contact
been
there.
the,
So,
thing, but, they're going to be looking for a
so yeah,
place
it is what it is.
to jump these cars. As I see everybody lining up, I think Jason's out of gas, and he's probably going to need a push.
Oh,
God.
oh,
Oh,
jeez. Oh,
oh,
jeez.
Oh, dear.
Ooh. No,
It's
that's
really
nice.
funny because I could see
Damn.
this coming.
Christ, he just got killed by Russ Tucker.
I just saw a wall of SRFs coming at me.
I was trying to push you into him.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, Dirk, that's a great idea. You'll be my backstop.
Oh man, great drive, Marco. Damage, everything, defensive driving. Yeah, just unbelievable. Just because I like you better than Jason. Jason, you could have done better, buddy. You should have had that win, but I'm just kidding. No, that was a great drive by both of you guys. Great entertainment as well. Finishing 1 and 2 there with Felix coming home in P3. Got to look back down there. There's a guy, I don't know who let him into our podcast, by the way, but he won in Spec 2. So congrats, Dirk.
Again.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And pretty good gap too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It would have been, it should, I mean, it was a good finish, but he should have been, he could have got an overall podium. He was right behind me when the pit stops happened, and yeah, unfortunately there were mistakes made, right, Dirk?
Yeah. I didn't realize that Kane got a slowdown entering the pits. So I was like, oh man, I'm good because it did my fuel in the iRacing again. It went down to what I was doing, and I figured it out. It's actually the crew chief. I have auto fuel in that, so
Gotcha.
So hopefully this time it won't happen again this weekend.
Awesome.
But I was like struggling to get my fuel set back up, and then I was like, I'll just leave the same time Lasky leaves.
Oh no!
And he was like, not leaving, and I saw Claudio coming up the pit. I was like, oh hell no! And then me and Claudio were going literally side by side out the pit.
Yeah, so we had the Thompson Trophy for not putting enough in, and then we, I believe, could make a Braun Trophy for putting about twice as much as you should in. Yeah. So congratulations.
Well, didn't
Dirk,
you have
on the
like
trophy.
7 laps of extra fuel at the end?
I had like 8.5 laps extra fuel. Yeah, I wanted to make sure I got done.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
You had enough to push JG. So.
Yep. Well, you had enough to take the P2 or the Spec 2 win as well. Clearly, you probably could have driven around till next weekend.
Right.
And you would have. I mean, at that point, you could have just driven. I don't know where they're at. Where are you guys at next weekend? I believe you guys are at Sonoma.
Road America.
Oh no, Road America. Right. You could have just driven to Road America. with the
Yeah, all the
amount
way
of fuel
all
you
the way
had
to
in there.
Wisconsin. It's it'd be fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Well,
But
across the water.
yeah, no problem. Anyways, congrats, Dirk. I'm gonna quit giving you crap now on your win. And Leonard Geese comes home second, and with Alexander Gorson. Yep. Coming home in P3. I only see 2 Masters in this field. Now there may be more on the next page, but
there was one that didn't start, so that was it.
Yeah, which
That
one
was
didn't
it this
start?
week.
Is that does his last name rhyme with Ray?
No.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. But
No.
yeah, Tom Gradwell and Jim Brewster in the Masters
Good, Tom.
class there. But congrats, Tom. P12 even. Not only was it a Masters win, but it was a P12 and overall in a very, very, I would say, competitive field. So good job, Tom. All right, here we go, guys. And this is when you're going to have to do some talking, Stevie, while I get this stuff up because I wasn't able to do it during the.
Oh, it's all right.
So yeah.
Well, shoot, we can talk about some stuff then while you're doing that. And a lot of stuff going on this week. We got Eagles Canyon coming up here in the real world in the end of the month, and I plan on going out there. I've hooked up with a Formula Ford Facebook group, Formula Ford, Formula F USA, and they're aligned real heavily with several different organizations, SCCA, Challenge Cup, and there's a new one out there. And so we're going to hook up out there and meet. And there's some big possibilities coming down the track with those guys and our Formula Ford Weekend Warriors. So stay tuned and keep your eyes out. So yeah, they're real excited about aligning and partnering with a sim group. They know that sims are a very big, important part and a tool for them. So yeah, I had a long talk with one of them the other night. So excited about that. So that's one of them checked off on my list, and you're ready to do points, aren't
We're ready.
you?
Here come the points.
All right. These, Felix Mo's still leading the way. You can see there on the right side of the points is how many races they've done now. So Ethan Orr's only got 8, so add another, 90, and he's still pretty good number behind Felix. So I think Felix has kind of got that one sewed up. Parvinder, Jason Greider, JG1, and Michelle.
Greider.
Yeah, Michelle's got another race to take full points for, so look out. She can pop up there and knock Jason down a little bit.
Great points total for Parvinder. He's P4 overall.
Yep.
So yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that's good showing for him. Masters, Brewster, 150, is that right? Or so ahead of Kurt. Kurt's got 2 more races to count, and Wolveronio's down there. Don't count him out.
Oh, we got him named Wolveronio now. I love it. Beautiful.
Awesome. Yeah. I couldn't resist, Antonio.
I love it.
Yep. So, yeah, he can count all 3 of the last races if he shows up. So, it could give Kurt a run, too. For the Fords, the Formula Fords, Felix, once again, on top of the charts, 9 races. So people with 9 races from here on out is only going to get the difference between a bad race and a good race that they do in the future. Yep. It'll knock off their low points, but they'll get full, or you know what I mean, the difference in the points. So
yeah, Dan one less race, only 20 points back. So a win would give him 80 more points.
Yeah.
Or no, that's not how that works. We'll give him an 80 point lead. We'll give him an 80 point lead ish.
Yeah.
So assuming Felix doesn't improve. So Felix probably needs
he can
another win or two, I think.
Yeah. So yeah, Daniel Tufts is in pretty good shape coming on. He was down 4th or 5th earlier in the season. So look out for the reigning champ.
Yep.
Mikey Pollard's still a couple of more races he can count as well. So this one's not over. Jason Chin looks like he's got a wrap on Spec 2 here. Paul and Andrew Love about 300 points back. And they got 3 more races, but 100 points a race is about what it would take. So I think Jason Chin's kind of got that one sewed up.
Yep.
Antonio, Outland, and somebody else down there
Go Stevie.
pulling up the Masters. Yeah. Like
You
I
got a
said,
race advantage over them too.
I had 1 point over. Who was it that I said?
Jeff Walker.
Yeah, I had 1 point over him last week. Now I have 2 points over him. So we're real close.
Gonna come down to the wire.
Yep. Yeah, we're having a good battle this season. A lot of fun with him.
Yep.
Marco leading the way in the spec racers. Everybody's got 9 races up there, so everybody could improve a little bit, but probably not a whole lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Marco probably has that one sewed up a little bit. Although I think Felix might have some low points weeks mixed in there. So yeah, he might be able to get close. We'll see.
Yep. Dirk is looking pretty good. I can't see my points. There we go.
Yeah,
Yep.
pretty damn good, Dirk, I'd say.
Yeah.
Almost 100 points ahead of Mr. Wilkie back there. Now, like we were talking about here, you can see some of the drop weeks that are going to change a little bit. I mean, Matt Thompson's down there with 7 races in, but yeah, I'm calling it. Dirk wins.
Okay. You're calling.
Burst the heck out of him there.
Mm-hmm.
But I know. I believe in Dirk.
Yeah. You got this.
Good.
Especially the recent form, past couple races. Dirk's been pretty quick. And based on his pace in the SOF race yesterday, I think that'll continue this weekend.
You're going to be ready to move up to Spec 1, Dirk?
I'm ready.
All right, and we'll round it out with Wolverone. Oh, man, I'm hearing thunder.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to change his name here, too. Oh, well. Yeah. Antonio leading the charge here with only 7 races. Tom's got 9. Jeff's got 7 as well. So that one can change a little bit to Antonio's favor. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, again, Antonio is killing it, and now 2 of the 3. Last season it was, oh well, if I only focus on one car, I can do good there. And now he's focusing on 2 cars. Antonio, I'm just talking straight to you. You're back there at 11th in the Masters and the FVs with only 6 races. So just maybe try to focus on all 3, and you could lock out all 3. This is kind of like a thing you got to do. Next season, you've done 2 this season. Now you got to go to 3 next season.
Yep. One class last season, 2 this, 3 next.
You
So
got it.
There's your challenge, Wolveronio.
Yep.
You've been challenged. So
all right, and then this weekend coming up, we've got FVs
look at
at
that.
Okayama. It looks good, Stevie. Looks real good.
Yeah.
Got FVs at Okayama with the.
I believe.
Go ahead.
It's there's a weather forecast.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute.
Maybe a little moisture.
Mhm.
Yeah, at Okayama this weekend.
Oh boy.
Is what I heard. I have not confirmed that for myself, but
Yeah, I
heard
saw
it's a
that on the
great time.
schedule. There's something about a wet race this weekend for the V's.
Well, we need to talk to the weatherman Brewster here and see what kind of precipitation could be happening at Okayama. Now,
and if anybody remembers the very first rain weekend Warriors race,
yes.
Okayama can get a little slippery.
Oh yeah.
Especially when Stevie is in control of the weather. So
I'm not controlling
I guess,
the V,
I guess
so.
it's Jim's in control, so it might not get that bad, but
Yeah.
we'll see how that goes.
Michelle is sponsoring this week, and she says she's not liking the idea of a rain race.
Oh man. Anyways, we got Sonoma NASCAR Long in the FFs. That's going to be a good one. I've always enjoyed Sonoma. It's a pretty good track. It's a very underutilized track, I would say, in iRacing. So it's going to be cool to see. Some cars go around there. Obviously,
it'd be really fun in the Formula Fords. Yep.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then NASCAR is going to be coming up to it here soon, I think. So should be good there. Oh, no, they just went through there, I think. But anyways, SRFs at Road America, always fun. Always going to be a good race.
Be wild.
I can't wait.
Yeah, I mentioned the SOF race we had last night. I think do we have 5 or 6 cars fighting for the win at the very end on the last lap? It was wild. So yeah, assuming expect a photo finish. As long as
Always.
there are multiple, at least 2 cars
Always.
up at the front. If there's a pack at the front, there's gonna be a photo finish. It's pretty much guaranteed. So yeah, it could be really good racing, or it could be a huge disaster. No in between.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we're back.
All right. And this, we get to our guest segment. And Dirk, like I mentioned, if you've been around, you know what's coming. I always like to start off when we introduce you and have a chat with learning how and where did you get started with sim racing? How'd that come about?
Well, I had my sons working with me, and about 2 years ago, my son comes up with a video showing me a sim rig, and he's like, "Dad, this is so cool." And at the time, I didn't have any room in the house because I had both my sons living with us while they were going through college. And so that all changed about a year ago when my son and his then girlfriend came to us and said, "Hey, we're pregnant."
Oh boy.
Oh.
So they got an apartment and I got some room. So I got my sim rig hooked up July of last year. And I joined the iRacing service and been on ever since. It got boring there really quick because I was just sitting there racing and practicing by myself. And then, met you guys, and yeah, been
Then you
great.
got busy.
Yes. I mean, before I joined the league, I wasn't doing many official races. I was just doing practices, trying to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
And then originally I wanted to go do the Porsche Cup.
Mhm.
Because I was watching some YouTubers go, and I was like, "Man, that looks cool," nice close racing and stuff like that. And went there, and it went horribly wrong. Like I
Yep.
it was terrible.
GT3s are kind of known for Porsches and yeah.
So kind of like regrouped a little bit. Then I started going heavily into the GT3s and stuff like that. So I liked those, and that was pretty awesome. And then it's just one day I see another video by the YouTubers, and I see the SRFs. It's like, oh, that's cool. It was a Nürburgring or something like that. Yeah. And so I went one Monday and seen Jason Green, everybody in there. And then I see their lap times, and I'm like, oh, hell no, I ain't joining this one. These guys are way too damn fast for me. So started practicing the SRFs, and then, I think I did my, I forget what track it was. The first person I met in the league was Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And he was super nice. He's like, "Hey, here's a setup, blah, 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 all this good stuff." I'm like, man, why can't everybody be like this?
And then you got faster.
Yeah, well, no, not yet. And then I met Tom, and he was super nice too. And then I got an invite, and then been getting better ever since, And really, Jason's been helping out a lot. So, I can't thank him enough for that. So,
yeah.
But that's how I got started into it.
Then he dragged you into the team stuff, huh?
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I love that stuff. I mean, just all the stuff that you have to get into with the pit stops and the strategies and all that good stuff. I mean, it's for a new guy coming in there, it's overwhelming as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, I cannot screw this up. So I was like, I got to do something good.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I'm slow or whatever, just I can't kill anybody. So
I think
But,
it was after it was after one of the Monday strength of field races. We were just sitting chatting, and mentioned like the Spa 24 was coming up or whatever. And Dirk was like, "Oh, I drive through GT3s." I was like, "Have you ever done an endurance race?"
Boy, do
Or
I
no,
have an opportunity for you, Dirk.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
I was like, "Oh, do you have a team for Spa 24?" And Dirk was like, "Oh, I've never done one of those before." And I was like, "Well, we got a team. We need a driver."
Yeah,
and he absolutely crushed it in spot 24. Even though you know, we need to work on his fuel saving a little bit, but
Yeah.
besides that, he crushed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel safe.
Yet.
Yeah, right.
But
Yeah.
no, it was funny. I remember seeing him in there, and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And I'm pretty sure I got in there, and I was like, "Who the hell is this guy?" And Jason goes, "Who the hell are you? Get out of my server!" And I was like, "Hey, whoa, watch it!" And then we started chatting a little bit, and you know, obviously Dirk comes from an Air Force background as well. 20 years, by the way, I might add, which is something you don't hear a lot. You know, you hear people come in 4, 6 years, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, I just did my time and got out." So it's a pretty big accomplishment, I gotta say. And I'll tell you, Dirk, that's I'm trying, man. But God, you know, you get over about 10, and you're like, "What the hell am I doing, man?"
Yep.
So,
I did the same thing. I did the same thing. Sit there
What
and get
kind
a
of a career
10.
field were?
Vehicle maintenance.
Okay.
So anything that basically had wheels, except for the aircraft, all the support equipment, stuff like that. And then originally I was in the body shop in the Air Force, and then they decided to contract that out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just a light bulb came on. I was like, because I seen what they were charging downtown to get all the crap done, and I was like, dude, yeah, I got to do that when I retire.
Yeah.
Through that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, I was in 10 years, and a lot of my friends started retiring, good friends, and I was like,
yep,
I can't wait 10 more years. This is gonna suck.
Yep.
And it's just closer and closer I got.
Yep.
That brain mouth filter.
Yeah.
I had to watch that.
Yeah. I've got that issue at work now. So.
Yeah, the last couple of years it got bad. So
Yeah.
I was like, yep, okay, time to go.
I was they did the same thing to me. I was in avionics originally, cross-trained into flight simulators, and then they did away with the career field and went contract on all that. And I was back into avionics and stuff. So
yeah,
okay.
I got out in '92. That's when I got out. So I'm an old guy.
The year I was born, by the way, Stevie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I joined in '95, retired in 2015.
Wow.
Okay.
So.
Wow.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Y'all too. Thank y'all.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. That's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
It's all
good. All good.
This is a sim racing podcast here, not an
not
podcast.
an Air Force one, but
yeah.
We've got a lot of vets.
There's 3 of y'all in there. It's kind of expected.
Yeah. There's a lot of vets around, so yeah, it's all good.
Well, and before Adam had joined the Discord and started talking to Dirk, I didn't know that Dirk was Air Force, retired Air Force. So Adam joins the channel. He starts talking to Dirk. He's like, "Oh yeah, Air Force retired." I'm like, "Another one?
No, not another one."
I didn't even know there's another one.
Everywhere.
Apparently there's a lot of retired Air Force or active Air Force driving around in the sim racing world. So.
I'm going to apologize to everybody that is not in the Air Force right now. The reason that you see so many retired Air Force guys or current Air Force guys in the sim are because we are the only ones that are smart enough to know how to drive a racetrack. Just saying. All right, moving on. Sorry, Russ, if you ever watch this. Love you, buddy.
Wow.
Moving on.
I thought you were going the technology side, that we were the only ones smart enough to run it. So.
I could have said that one too, Stevie. So there you go. Now you got to yell at both of us. Anyways.
Yeah. So now we're both in trouble. So where did you start with the equipment, Dirk? What did you start with? What do you got now? And how's that looking for you?
Well, and my wife hates this. When I dive into something, I dive in head first. So,
yep,
I went with Acetec Forte wheelbase and the Formula wheel. I ended up getting this aluminum rig from I think it was Racing Cockpits, and then bought me a brand new computer. Actually, didn't have a gaming computer at the time, so
you just really jumped in both feet, didn't you?
I did. I purchased the SimMagic, the P1000 pedals, and then the haptics,
butt
and
kickers.
then I've got a butt kicker sitting underneath my seat now.
Me too.
and I started out on a 55-inch OLED,
Okay.
and because that was my TV that I had in the guest room here. That is now my race room.
Yeah.
Um, and
Funny how that works.
that got old quick. I love the picture and everything like that, but I've got triples now,
Yep.
and I love the triple setup. You
Yep.
just can race so much closer and stuff like that.
Yep.
The crazy thing, you know, I hear a lot of people talk about racing on their TVs and stuff, and everybody's got their own. Excuse me. Everyone's got their own way to race, their own monetary budgets, and all that stuff they got to deal with. So I'm not crapping on anybody here. When I say though, when you hear people talk about input lag, you don't know what that is until you get yourself on an actual monitor and not a TV, and you can tell immediately, and then you cannot go back. It's crazy.
Yep. So I mean, my son was trying to talk me into the VR. Go to VR because he loves his VR stuff that he's got. But I was like, nah, having that thing on my head, you know. But then sitting here and listening to a couple of the guys who race with us all the time that are talking about the VR and stuff, you know, it kind of made me think twice about it. But
I did it for probably 4 years. Was the only way I raced for a long time. And then when I upgraded my rig to something solid and stuff, I went ahead and got the triples. They're the curved, so there's like almost 180 degrees.
Yep.
And I like that, a lot better resolution. I mean, the VR is cool because you're in the cockpit. I mean, you can look around and look through the corners, but you don't have quite the resolution. But the immersion level, you kind of forget about that.
Right.
So. But I like like you said, I like the triples. I like being able to do the overlays and kind of knowing what's going on around me. And you get a good set of triples, especially the curved or the wraparound, and they're almost as good as VR anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can get up and go to the bathroom and not trip on your dog just sitting right there. It's great.
Yeah. Or your wife doesn't scare the crap out of you walking up on you.
That's true. Yep. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
So did you come from a motorsports background or something, Dirk?
No. Well, my dad passed away when I was 5 years old. I was actually born in Germany.
Okay.
And not from a military family. You know, my mom's Bolivian. My dad was German. He used to race stock cars and do demolition derbies, from what my mother told me. But that's nothing that I remembered, you know.
Yeah.
So, I just remember we came over when I was 8 to the States, and yeah, I mean, there's no type of racing background that I had or anything like that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I played, you know, like Project Gotham on like Xbox back in the day on the controller and stuff like that. And then like I think it was during COVID or something like that, I tried one of the Formula One games on the controller. I was like, it's controller.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever. So it couldn't be competitive enough for that stuff. So yeah, I'm really glad that I went into this.
Yeah, well, what sent you into the racing sim? I mean, if you didn't have the motorsports background, you know, what got you so hooked that you got all that equipment and everything right off the bat?
I've always liked cars. I like everything about cars, classic cars. I mean, hell, that's what we restore right now. So I mean, but I used to do a lot of RC cars, like on roads, the nitros, just the fiddling and stuff like that. And you know, I've always liked that. And you know, the go-karts, I mean, we did go, you know, drive our go-karts, you know, every once in a while when we'd go on our like summer vacations and stuff like that. You know, pretty good at that with whatever karts there were there at the time, you know. But yeah, I just liked it. I've always liked watching racing. Just never had a way to get into it. You know what I mean? So this is, I mean, it's the next best thing. So
it is. Yeah.
You know, when my son brought me that first video and I saw that guy on that sim rig, I'm like, dude, that's cool. Like, that there's no way I could do that right now. So when we were able to finally go ahead and get the room in here, and I was like, oh, it's like light bulbs, let's go.
Yeah.
Started ordering all this stuff, and I was like, damn, she's gonna be mad when all this crap is here.
Yeah.
So I was getting my race room set up, and the first big box, the cockpit comes in. And she's like, "So what's that?" I go, "That's my new desk." and me and my son are sitting in here putting it together. And she comes in, she goes,
That doesn't look like a desk.
Look like a desk. I think for 3 days after that, she wouldn't talk to me.
Oh,
I had to make it up to her. So yeah. But anyways, but she knows me. She goes, and everything I do, in the video games, console stuff, all that good stuff. I always, do research, and I just dive in head first and just
Air
buy
Force
good
thing.
stuff. So, yeah,
All of us the same way.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I could have gone with at the time. I was actually looking at Fanatec stuff, like wheelbases and stuff like that, because they were pretty cheap and stuff like that at the time. But then, yeah, I'm glad you said that actually, because I was doing my research, and then all of a sudden, all this stuff was coming up about Fanatec going broke or bankrupt or something like that, and people not getting their stuff. And I was like, well, I don't have to sit here and deal with that. So, then I started looking at like some what is the Semi-Cubes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I was like, dude, those people are nuts. Like that's some high dollar stuff right there. And I was like, okay, keep going, keep searching. So that's how I ended up with all this stuff here. So
that's pretty cool. That it's hard to imagine starting off with the good equipment, but it's great that you could. And I mean, you've seen the improvement right off the bat. So
yeah. I mean, buy stuff that lasts,
Yep.
and
Buy it once. Yep.
Yeah. So buy once, cry once.
Well, the more you get into this, Dirk, I hate to tell you. Now, you might be better than me, but I thought the same thing. Buy stuff that lasts, and I'm still buying more stuff.
Well, it goes in the cycles. Just the cheaper stuff, the cycles are a lot quicker.
Right.
The good stuff, the cycles take a little longer.
But yeah. Then you cry. It's not buy once, cry once. It's buy 3 times, cry even harder every time, sort of thing. But it's. I'm glad you did it, and I'm glad you're here. And obviously, not going to call you an asset, but an awesome addition to the family here, and to see what you've done. I mean, in slow motion racing. Let's talk about Portimao for half a second. Obviously, that was your second endurance race ever, right?
Right.
And it wasn't a GT3 car. And I'm gonna get this wrong. Jason, correct me. 5th and 7th or 5th and 8th, somewhere around there.
So
Same split.
Dirk and I raced on the Friday time slot. We got 7th.
Yep.
Yep. And yeah, it was a ton of fun. And just a wild. We were in the HBD, so the prototype class.
Not a GT3.
And
no,
nope.
man.
But yeah, like total faith in Dirk. He put in the practice and the hours. Was pushed me to get faster as well, because he kept beating my lap time. So definitely drove me to, and helped a ton with the setup as well. Talked me out of going with a bad setup option. For sure. So yeah, definitely contributed a lot to the team. But yeah, so Dirk and I got the P7 on Friday. Guido and I got P6 on Saturday. And Sul and Dan Sadro got P9 in the same split. Could have gotten a top 5, but Sul's pushing a little too hard, got a little too many off tracks. So they got a drive through that put them back a little bit, and then Grider and Brad did the very last time slot, and they were also on track to get I think a top 5 until they were in I think second or third splits, and the quality of the drivers weren't as good there, so they so unfortunately they got caught up in some lap car drama, and got some damage, so that set them back a little bit, but yeah, they still killed it. Still did a great job, and I think it was the best endurance race for the team so far. Keep doing better and better. So next one is the Indy 6 hour, which Adam, you have to do because it's the Indy.
Which is when?
Sorry, I don't make the rules, man. It's in a couple weeks.
September 5th or something like that.
I'll have to, yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I might be on my way over to a place that's not here. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to be MIA for about middle of the month in September for about 3-4 weeks. So, but yeah,
gotcha.
We'll see how all that works out around then. But yeah, of course, if it's Indy, I'm going to make it if I'm here. As Stevie would always like to say, Uncle Sam has different plans sometimes. So we'll see how all that works out.
So no, I want to give a huge shout out to you guys on the team because. I mean, you guys took that thing and just ran with it, and it has exploded. It's been such a huge addition, and there's always people in the Discord for the team that I see and practicing, and just really a huge shout out to you guys doing that. That's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm gonna piggyback off that and say that Jason is the one now that I've come back off of baby leave, which everyone thought having a baby you were gonna be busy. Don't know what happened there. I was not. I was on iRacing all the time, but work is the one that's killing me. Yeah, it's Jason's basically holding it up right now, and so yeah, Jason, keep doing what you're doing, man. It's really cool to see, and I'm glad we did it. We keep talking about getting to meet the great people we have, so it's really freaking cool.
Yep. Yeah, and Dirk has been one of the better new members, I think. Just like I said, when we were just talking after the SRF race, and he was like, "Oh, yeah, I drive GT3s a little bit." I was like, "Okay, get in the team. We need you."
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know anything about GT3s.
You've been voluntold.
No, Dirk's always there. Practicing, helping out the team, helping with setups, like I said. So yeah, it's you've been a pleasure to have on the team, and hope that you keep driving with us. It's been a blast.
I don't know. I plan on it. So I mean, you guys are great. So I mean, good bunch of people. I mean, it's before it's. I tried asking for help and stuff like that in like the officials.
Oh, dude, no.
I mean, I get it. The racers mentality. You want to keep your race and your pace and all that good stuff. You don't want to give away your secrets, but you got to look at it. For me, just coming in there, I was like, I kind of hit a wall with my pace there. And until you guys, I mean, you guys just helped out a tremendous amount.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Dirk. There are two sides to Adam Thompson. The team side, right, where I enjoy helping people out. And then there's the official side of Adam Thompson. And when official Adam Thompson logs into iRacing and joins an official race and someone asks for help or asks for a setup, I tell them to go fall or go. I tell them to go step on a Lego, right? That's the official side of Adam Thompson. But the team side of Adam Thompson is totally different. And you wonder how much of that goes on behind the scenes as well, right? Because there are times when I'm racing in officials on the team, right? And I'm sitting here nice as hell to you guys, talking, cutting it up, whatever. The second somebody says something on the official channels, I was like, nope, screw you. Nope, go away. Don't want to talk to you, right? It's just, you wonder how much how many people are actually on teams that are saying the same thing to their Discord buddies. So,
I see that now. It's funny because, I mean, you get in there, they always talked about, or that's what I always read about in the forums and stuff like that. People would set the open classes and the setups, don't try to go baseline because they'll just smoke you, all this good stuff. So, not knowing any better, I was like, okay, so the setup has to make the difference. And it, I quickly found that out.
Yeah.
So thank you. Yeah. And then it's, and then, that's where I also, because initially I liked the very understeery car. And then I got one of Jason's setups, and I was like, what the hell is this? I mean, just like going all over the place. So but then it comes to find out, as I started going more towards his driving style and stuff like that, I mean, just goes from there. So
I had the same exact progression as well. Like just going back to some of my old setups, it's like, wow, this thing does not turn at all. what was I thinking?
Yeah.
Yep.
Kind of thing. So yeah, it's definitely a progression.
Adam Flavio found a couple of more of your sides.
I
He's
need
got
to
two more
shout.
sides
I was
for
going to
you.
say I have to shout out Flavio when I said there were two sides of Adam Thompson. Flavio goes,
Yeah,
yeah,
there's-
one with fuel and one without. So yeah, Flavio. I mean, I don't know. That's probably the best comment of the night.
Oh my god.
I don't.
Got him.
Oh,
That's a good one.
Oh god. Anyways.
Flavio, I'm 48 years old. I turned 49 here in September, buddy.
There you go.
There you go. I wasn't going to push it, but I just told him you wasn't the Masters yet. So.
Oh yeah. No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we also have to thank you, Dirk, because you stepped up and are sponsoring the last 4 weeks of the Spec Racer Ford League. So huge shout out to you and your company for doing that. That's
Glad to help out.
can't thank you enough for doing that.
Not a problem.
Yeah, the broadcast is a huge addition to the community. Apart from the podcast and us hanging out on Discord and everything, the broadcast really ties together. I think the community. So yeah, huge shout out to you to make that happen for the last couple weeks of this season. So yeah, can't thank you enough.
Glad to help out. So
it's always I hate going to people and asking for money, but I have to put it out there, and we need donations, we need help if we want to get them broadcast. And Dirk pops up and says, "Hey, what's it cost for it?" And I told him, he goes, "You got anybody the last 4 weeks?" Like, nope. He goes, "Okay, let's do it."
Now you do.
So yeah.
Yep, now you do.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
So along with that, we got to thank the Sim Racers group as well. Jason Kotcher, who we had on here before, runs that. Him and Tyler Hagan, they're covering the last 4 weeks in the Formula Ford group. So
that's
I had never heard of another league going out and sponsoring separately.
I never
And
thought about that.
they have a Formula Ford league.
Yes, they do.
Oh, do they?
It's not broadcast, but
okay.
it's their beginner league. It's in the Formula Fords.
Yep.
So yeah, huge shout out to Jason Kotcher. I've been racing with them this season, and yeah, definitely check them out. They're great, especially if you're on the West Coast.
Yes.
It's a little sketchy for me to it's very late night racing with them. But yeah, it's a great group that they have over there. They've got people racing in the shop. Which
I think
is
he's got
incredible.
7 or 10 simulators, sim rigs there.
A lot.
And people come in and sign up and do the leagues all season long on those sims. So it's
that's cool.
Yeah. While we're talking about Jason and SRG, actually, there was they're doing an in-house. I believe.
6 hour, yep.
Yeah, 6 hour. Which that's the Indianapolis 6 hour. I think that they're doing, right.
That sounds right.
So yeah, they're doing an in-house 6 hour, and I was, until Uncle Sam had other plans for me, I was going to go down. I mean, I'm only about 2 hours away from him. And go run their in-house 6 hour with them over there at SRG. But
nice. Yep.
Things changed a little bit, but it was cool to cool to see, the camaraderie over on that side as well, and kind of blending these two communities together. SRG, shouting them out real quick. If you guys are super into your open wheel racing, they start. I think they start in the Formula Fords. That's their first league, non-broadcasted. You get good enough there, he's going to move you up into the Formula Fours. And that is the first broadcast. Go ahead.
Going on right now.
Yeah, it's right now actually on Slow
Tuesday
Motion
nights.
Broadcasting.
Yeah.
I think it just started. Yep.
Yeah, so go,
And then
go
the
check them out.
Formula 3s are Wednesday night then.
Yes, they are.
Tomorrow.
Yep. So
He's got a couple of leagues.
He's throwing some stuff around right now. Maybe might be able to get some F2s going in the future. But yeah, if you're into the open wheel side, just hop over there. Tell him Adam sent you, and or Stevie, or just tell him Ray Esports sent you. Honestly, that would be pretty cool, especially with them sponsoring. Go check them out.
Yeah, it just blew me away. Tyler got a hold of me and says, "You need some help?" And I said, "Well, we're looking for sponsors for the last 4 weeks." And he asked what our cost was, and I told him. He said, "Let me run it by Jason," and they come back and says, "Yeah, we'll cover it."
Wow, that's
amazing. So yeah, it just blew me away, to be honest. So.
Great group of people out there. But
Yep.
anyways, speaking of great person, Dirk, thank you so much, man. Thank you so much for joining and taking time. I don't know where you are in the world or where you are in the States, but I know it's probably a lot later for you than it is for me right now. So thanks for hopping on.
I'm in South Carolina. I'm good. It's only 10.
Okay.
All
right.
That
only 10.
Yeah.
One last piece of business before we
Yes.
start shutting it down. I have you guys know I had an ebook out for a while, the sim racing guide. Well, guess what?
Oh, he's got it. He's got it in paperback form now. Look at that.
It is coming in paperback. I'm still working with getting it through Kindle and everything fixed, but hopefully the end of this week, first of next week, it will be available in Kindle for purchase as a paperback. So
all right,
let's go.
Nicely done.
Give me some good reading material on a C-130 that takes 12 hours to get anywhere.
Yeah,
So
yeah, this one won't take you that long. So.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, Stevie, get us out of here, man.
All right, so we will start shutting down our episode 45. Once again, Dirk, I can't thank you enough for taking time out to not only last week to join us, but this week as well. And appreciate all the stuff that you're doing for the league, the support, the broadcast, everything. And it's great to have you on board. And new guy, new blood. It's good to see the what do I want to say, how the Weekend Warriors just keeps progressing and coming along like that. So,
Gotcha. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for the invite for the league here. I really enjoy the race team, stuff like that. So I can't thank y'all enough. So appreciate y'all.
all right. With that, thanks to our keyboard warriors. Man, I'm having trouble talking tonight. You think I had all the beers or something, but I didn't. So, all right, guys, thanks for joining in. I need to go have one. Or something, yeah. All right, guys, thanks, and we'll see you next week.
All right,
take care.
Guys.
Good one.
He is the Warriors chief. Adam's got the takes that'll roast like it's beef. Coach extraordinaire, yeah, Jason's on the mic. Seat four's wide open, who's rolling in tonight? It's the Racing Line, Tuesday's prime for sim top pace and weekend Warriors time. Strap in tight, now hear that whine. Engines up, it's time for the Racing Line. It's the Racing Line, Tuesday's prime for sim top pace and weekend Warriors time. Strap in tight, now hear that whine. Engines up, it's time for the Racing Line. It's the Racing Line, Tuesdays prime for sim talk pace and weekend Warriors time. Strap in tight now.
Appreciate your time, Frank. This gentleman has done wonders for sim racing, the real world racers that come into sim racing or go back and forth. Frank's responsible to get some guys out on track. So without further ado, Mr. Frank Swartz, Grass Paddock Motorsports, tell us what you do.
What do we call this thing? The Racing Line. I'm all out of sync. We got more people to deal with this week than what I'm used to. So thanks to my co-host, Jason, for joining us. Adam's back this week. And as you can see, we got a fourth sitting here. Megan Oversheet is already joining us to help us do some reviews and stuff. So thank you, Megan.
Let's go, Megan.
And help us. Good evening, Greg.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Hey, we're just getting ready to review the spec racers, and since we had an announcer in the waiting room, we thought we'd go ahead and bring you in.
Well, thank you very much.
There he is.
Hey, we got him.
Hey, Jason, we got you this time.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for having me.
We won't talk about
Yeah.
the other.
Our special guest for the evening, Mr. Dave Ogburn, and for Dave to introduce you to these two knuckleheads. You got
Great to see you, Thor. Welcome to the fourth chair and the podcast this week.
No, thank you so much for having me. It feels surreal, like finally being able to talk to you guys. You know, I've been in this league for like what 2-3 years, and yeah, finally face to face.
Yes, our first guest.
Yeah.
I'm on the spot now, Jeff. So, welcome, Mr. Jeff Jacobson. Again, great to have you here. Thanks for taking some time out to join us.
So we get to some fun part. That's why you're here, Jerry. This is our guest segment after the reviews. So thanks for sitting through with us, and
That was fun.
and
Thanks.
yeah, it's some good racing. So,
Well, first of all, we gotta say thank you to Trenton for taking time to come join us. He's one of the hardest working guys I know, and you can look there in the shop behind him and get an idea of what he does.
So as everybody sees, we've got Darren Ganji, and if you didn't know already, he is Mr. Sim Motion, where you can get all your sim rigs and equipment and everything. He's also the sponsor of that league we were just talking about.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Sean Ambrose, we go back forever, back to the very early beginning days of the Weekend Warriors, when it was broadcasted on another broadcast, GSRC, I don't mind saying it. Very good to us. And Sean was one of the producers, announcers, always great to talk with. So,
Mr. Edgar Sancinelli, Weekend Warrior, Frito Sport Racing. I don't know what all you do, but great to have you join us tonight, Edgar.
Yes.
I'm not saying shit. Oh, see, I literally. Whatever,
Yep,
I give up.
there you go.
I know you've had a mute for me.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, when you
Yeah.
it's for the views when Adam and you were there. I mean, it's
Yeah, it's
jeez.
Oh yeah.